So here's the situation, chat. We have defeated every trainer in the game, except for Vito. We did figure out that Vito at the end of Victory Road is possible to be done riskless and sackless as long as we change Hydreigon's nature. If we change Hydreigon's nature, Vito is super free, and there's a super cool strategy that Xavier thought up, actually. Xavier with the skill swap on the thing. Anyways, it's super cool. You'll see it eventually. If we're going to use the scales on Hydreigon, we need to figure out whether or not we need those scales. Like, it takes 3 heart scales to change a Pokemon's nature. And so, what we need to do right now before we fight Vito is figure out if we can beat the Elite Four with those 3 scales on Hydreigon. Now, it's a heavy price, but if it's coming to the Elite Four and if it needs it anyways, that's free. We do have 16 heart scales available. We have 7 rare candies available. We have every single TM except for like 3 available. Every single passive held item. There's a couple of gems we're missing, but it's really not so bad. Here's the line for today, chat. Let's look at, okay, potential E4 mons. What are mons that we have that are potential for E4? Obviously Urshifu. We have Hydreigon. Beedrill, I've seen in a couple. Golisopod. Obviously Primarina. Obviously Slowbro. Enamorus. Thundurus. Togekiss. I've seen Togedemaru a couple times. Sceptile is apparently good. Bayonet is a good one. Alakazam. Apparently Ludicolo is good. This is why E4 is gonna be difficult. It's because we have too many. You have to bring Archeops. No, I said stuff that's viable. Cloyster, Escavalier, Bayonet is not great. I don't know. It kind of destroys E4. Are you gonna bring a unique? Yeah, but chat, we're talking about Pokemon that are good, and then once we figure out a line that is good, we'll figure out how to bring our unique later. Yeah, with these options, we have so much. We have so much. Like, we have to do 2 doubles. What are the easiest doubles? We have 16 scales to work with, and 3 are being used on Hydreigon. So let's go. Let's just assume we're bringing Hydreigon, if we're doing that. You'd calc the singles you want to do first? All right. Let's take a look at singles Glacia. We're bringing almost certainly Urshifu and Hydreigon, I feel like. I mean, we need to figure out how to take out Mamoswine first. I mean, it seems like the easiest way is, like, fake out and then switch into something to bait, like, an ice move. Beedrill actually works here. Let's take a look at Beedrill then. Yeah, Beedrill is slower, and it'll go for fast kill over Stealth Rocks turn 1. And then we can U-turn. No, it baits every move, actually. Chat, so here's what's gonna happen probably, is we'll calculate all of the E4, and then we'll have a Pokemon that's like, okay, this Pokemon needs to switch in and take this hit and then bait a different hit. Like, we'll probably get close to like a 5-mon E4, and then we'll just look at the Pokemon that fills that last slot that we sort of planned for, and if there's any uniques, we'll use that in the unique slot. I feel like we're almost certainly bringing Choice Scarf. Hydreigon versus Dragapult. This is just gonna be the straightforward opener. Hydreigon versus Dragapult with a Choice Scarf. It looks like it has to be Reshiram. And it will be going for Dragon Pulse. So, who takes... I mean, we got a Fairy type that takes a Dragon Pulse. It seems like a Fairy type is insane on this guy, right? Like a level 100... Oh, wait. This is... Okay, no. You need to hit this with a Dragon move, huh? I mean, it seems like Golisopod is going to be super useful for the E4, right? I mean, we can switch in for free, but then Blue Flare is a fire move. What the hell does Blue Flare even do? 10% chance to burn the target. That's fine. Because, like, we could switch in Enamorus and then switch back into this guy, and then he doesn't kill in 1 hit. Wow. Okay. It looks like nobody one-shots except for Choice Band Rock Slide Archeops, maybe? No, that doesn't even do the job. Maybe a Primarina can take it and then flip turn. Yeah, obviously we'd go for a slow flip turn. So we take a hit, flip turn to deal 11%. We can hold another item. So, like, does Mystic Water work here? Probably not, right? Yeah, I mean, Water Gem would work, but do we need a Water Gem somewhere else for flip turning? Like, if we don't have to use Water Gem, we probably don't want to. Does a Sucker Punch work? Oh, yeah, that is actually a little... Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So that also works, but let's try, Urshifu. Expert Belt does work if we're adamant. Both of them bait Blue Flare Reshiram, which is annoying. Yeah, I think Hydreigon is better here. We switch to take Dragon Pulse. And then we can switch into Primarina, and it's gonna Dragon Pulse the Primarina, or just our whoever Fairy type is. We could do Enamorous if we want. Doesn't deal enough damage though. I think, yeah, let's just try Water Gem. Water Gem, but we'd have to be toxicked or poisoned in some way. Yeah, if we're somehow like pre-damaged on Hydreigon to 85%, close combat, Crawdaunt, we switch in on. Wow, Primarina is slow. Beedrill or Thundy? What is more likely to come, Thundy or Beedrill, just for planning? I like how everyone just says different answers, but yeah, Beedrill is better though, yeah. And Beedrill just switches in on close combat just fine, so. It's a Brick we Pin Missile maybe? Yeah, that gets the job done. 2 hits? Yeah, Pin Missile -1 kills. Oh my god, regular Beedrill outspeeds this idiot. And freaking kills with Leech Life after a Rocky Helmet. That's freaking crazy. That's so silly. And then it's just gonna be this guy with Dragon Claw or 1,000 arrows. But that's kind of scary. You know what? Let's take a look at that. That's kind of fun. That's stupid, but fun. If we can somehow figure out how to make a Hydreigon at that amount of HP, that would work. 85%, which means we are at 270 HP. That's so stupid. Hydreigon versus Dragapult. Crawdaunt in. Switch Beedrill. Take CC. Helmet Chip. And then at -1. And let's see, we do outspeed and 2-shot even at -2, which means it will have to use... It can't use Dragon Dance and it has to use a strongest move of close combat. U-turn kills. Do we just U-turn back to Hydreigon here? Or does that bait Blue Flare? No, that would bait Dragon Pulse. And then it would bait Blue Flare. We outspeed and kill Salamence in 1 hit. That's good. U-turn to... What if we U-turn to Sceptile? And it has Detect. Oh, it's a Detect Bond. That's actually big. U-turn to... Let's try U-turn to Hydreigon again. U-turn to Hydreigon kills Reshiram, and we can U-turn on Reshiram, as it's guaranteed to Dragon Pulse. And then if it's taking damage, can it Roost? Or how does that work? I can't remember Roost AI. So a U-turn plus Flip Turn would get the job done. U-turn to Primarina. Take Dragon Pulse. Primarina might be like a Water Gem for this, but it also might need Toxic. I think we'll need to at least like have some sort of status. But I think U-turn... Yeah, wait. U-turn plus Flip Turn actually gets the job done. As long as we're toxic. Or... Yeah, wait. We can just have Lum on Primarina. Yeah, that's better. Take Dragon Pulse. Take Blue Flare. Flip Turn to Hydreigon. How do you pre-damage for Drake? You take damage on the previous fight, and then you don't heal the full. This like, Hydreigon's probably gonna get hit in one of the previous fights. And then we'll just, like, Oran Berry until we're at the right amount. How many fights we prep already? 0. We're just looking at Drake singles, because that's considered the hardest one. Draco Meteor kills. Who comes in next? We're still at 85%. So we're going to be at -2 special attack. This out-damages me. This out-damages me. This somehow doesn't out-damage. So it's going to be Zygarde. And it will Dragon Claw or Glare or Coil. Let me just double check. Highest damage, it could Glare, I think. And I can't 2-shot it, so it could also Coil. I guess, yeah, pre-toxic Hydreigon might help. Let's look at Toxic. If we're Toxic, that means we'd have to start on a slightly higher HP on Dragapult, probably. If you're Toxic, can't you just choose what HP you want before the fight? Oh, that's true, yeah. No, that'll be super easy. Yeah, so 1 turn of Toxic is 317, unless we're maxing this out. Man, if we have to ever, like, max out its HP, we need to recalc all pre-damage and everything. Yeah, we just need to make sure we don't bring any full restores. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm not going to use any full restores in the Elite Four. I'll use max potions, and then I'll use, like, lava cookies, 1 at a time, to make sure that and I'm just going to sell all my full restores, so it doesn't come up. Draco Meteor kills, and then we go to Tox 1, means we are at end of turn at 270 HP. Chrono comes in, we switch in Beedrill, we take a close combat, Rock Helmet chips, Reshiram comes in, we U-turn to Primarina, we take a Dragon Pulse, we take a Blue Flare, we flip turn to Hydreigon, we take Toxic 1, we go down to 194 HP, because that's going to be Toxic 2. So 194 HP, it's actually a guaranteed Dragon Claw kill. If it sees Slow Kill, I don't think it can Coil. And that's perfect. Right? Like, it can't Coil because it sees a Slow Kill with Dragon Claw. Alright, let's straightforwards. Zygarde in. This line shoehorns your mons. It's mons that we were probably gonna bring anyways. And we haven't even used Sceptile. Like, it's 4 really good mons that probably help. Who cares? Zygarde in, switch Primarina, take Dragon Claw. So they have to see a kill if we don't want to glare or be statused. So it's gonna 1,000 arrows, glare, or it could coil because I can't kill. What does coil do? Is that accuracy, attack, and defense? Attack, defense, and accuracy, yeah. Sacks are allowed at this point. I guess that's true. You could sacrifice a Pokemon as Zygarde, but I mean, how do you kill Zygarde? Do we take a Dragon Claw? I don't think we can take a 1,000 arrows critical hit plus a blue flare. So no, we can't really use Primarina here. I believe it can use glare or coil on Primarina. And we need to have a Lumberry on Primarina, I think, or Toxic Primarina. Like, Primarina does not work. Primarina is not taking 2 hits. Wouldn't a pre-burned Mega Slowbro go crazy in this spot? Okay, but hear me out. What about a pre-toxic Cloyster? With attack scale? This is true. This is true. We'd have to scale attack and defense to live. The question becomes, can it double glare? Actually, no, hold on. Is it not guaranteed to attack? So we just have Lumberry, and that just works, right? Yeah, wait. Instead of Zygarde comes in, we switch Cloyster, take Dragon Claw, because it's guaranteed to Dragon Claw, because it sees a kill. We can't do anything else. We take Glare, and we see a kill, so it can't coil. Take Glare, says 1,000 arrows. Cloyster can scale. Supersonic? That's crazy. And I mean, in this situation, we probably sack Cloyster, right? Into Suicune. Like, we just explode. Icicle Spear kills. Suicune in. But yeah, in that situation, I think we would need to plus defense, plus attack Cloyster. So that would be, Cloyster, level 100, 100% HP. No one's beaten it with a Cloyster yet, so that could be our extra, but obviously this is a single fight. We have to plan the rest of them too, right? Cloyster, it would have to have like a Lumberry. Cloyster would be really funny though, that's the thing. So far, that would be Hydreigon uses 3 scales for Timid. Cloyster uses 2 scales for... You go for attack and defense, I think. Is defense necessary if we're taking a Dragon Claw? Let's see. If we're taking a Dragon Claw crit plus that, yeah, I think defense is necessary. Or could HP work? HP might be better. No, we probably want defense. 99 plus 109 does not equal 218. Oh, it's... Yeah, wait. What? Oh, that equals 90%. I'm stupid. Yeah, no, never mind. We don't need that at all. I was like, that's 100%. No, that's 91%, even if it double crits. Yeah, I guess this works, because if we use 5 scales, we can defeat Suicune riskless. You know what? I think we send that. If it matters, who cares? Because that guarantees Scald or Calm Mind. So I think if we're doing the 5 scales on Cloyster, attack, defense, special, we're making this into an absolute machine. And in this line, we have to take a Choice Scarf. Okay, if we're in Overgrow, we do kill Suicune. But how do we guarantee getting into Overgrow when... Oh, well, maybe Lumberry. But the problem becomes, like... What if we use Calm Mind? Grass Gem? I feel like we need Grass Gem for Kyogre, no? We probably... I don't know, we could sack, like, Beedrill or Primarina or something, and then boom on Kyogre with Cloyster. I bet that would do the job. Does that actually do the job? Let's check. Does Cloyster kill with... It does kill with Explosion, but it dies to Thunder. I guess in this fight, maybe we'd have to have a Berry on Cloyster. I'm not sure who we sacrifice. We'll just write Sacrifice, and then figure it out once we actually get there. Alright, so this should work... We'll figure that out later. Let's just see if this team works somewhere else. I mean, let's figure out what Pokemon we need to sack. Let's look at, Mr. Guy here. Mega Beedrill U-turn to sack something to Kyogre would kind of work, probably. A Roap Golisopod also replaces Primarina in this situation. Golisopod could be better than Prim. That's crazy. Sceptile Choice Scarf outspeeds that, really. Huh. Damn. Without even any speed investment. And Leaf Blade does the job. That's freaking crazy. Alright, first thing we need to kill is Kyogre. Then we switch in literally whoever we want. Wallace is Heavy Rain. What is the difference between Heavy Rain and Rain? Okay, but how the hell do you kill Barraskewda? He just fucking kills everything. Like, the only Pokemon that can take it is Hydreigon. I guess Hydreigon has to. Bug Gem Golisopod is famous for killing the Skeweds. Ooh. Let's take a look at this. Primal Kyogre versus Hydreigon. We U-turn, we deal 16%. Golisopod, who's going to take an Ice Beam. That's tough, but I think it's doable. Golisopod needs to exit with Ice Beam, so... Okay, Hydreigon versus Kyogre. We U-turn to Golisopod. Take Ice Beam. Exit to Urshifu. Does Urshifu outspeed? Urshifu does not outspeed. We would need to kill with Sucker Punch. It would probably need to be Adamant. Or no, we exit to U-turn again. I'm not... I guess Adamant we would need. Because we need to deal 45% with U-turn. We'd have to Jolly Wicked Blow. Jolly does outspeed, okay. In this situation, we'd have to do 3 for Jolly. Then we're up to... That's 11 of 16 used. We exit to Urshifu. Wicked Blow kills... I think we just sacrifice something. Barraskewda in. And... Urshifu is at 100% HP, so it has to Liquidation. We sacrifice something. We would also... To kill Barraskewda in one hit, we would need Bug Gem Scale Attack. Let's take a look at Golisopod. Okay, sacrifice something. And then... First Impression kills... Wicked Blow does the job, and then you do see a kill with Liquidation. So we switch and we sacrifice someone. And then First Impression you kills with the Bug Gem. So it could be Goodra and it could be Palkia, I think. Which means it has to be Palkia. Yeah, no, that has to be Palkia. Okay. We probably sacrifice Golisopod at this point, right? Has Hydreigon taken any hits? No, right? Hydreigon's on full HP at this point. Palkia comes in. Sacrifice Golisopod. Then this guy comes in. This can set up on me, right? So no, it would just be Goodra here. So if we switch in on a curse, we hit it. It hits me, we hit it, it dies, and then it's just Manaphy will come in and outspeed and kill. Okay, that's easy. Switch Urshifu. Take whatever. CC kills. Does Urshifu have to be choice banned? Yeah. Or else it doesn't Wicked Blow kill Kyogre. If it doesn't, then Hydreigon. Hydreigon has to Draco Meteor. So we're at -2, so Manaphy comes in. Okay, so I guess we'd sacrifice Beedrill in the previous fight then. Taco surviving to the end of the E4 is peaks. Yeah, that's just for the story. Having Taco survive the whole fucking E4 is crazy. It would be really funny. Switch Sceptile. Leaf Storm kills. Oh, we can just Leaf Storm twice. That's crazy. I want a Leaf Blade. It's a cooler animation. Alright, so that is Wallace. Is Golisopod in the Drake line? No. Let's refactor Drake line so Golisopod works. Can we have a Roat Berry on Golisopod to chip? Okay. I guess we haven't technically used a Roat Berry yet. So we have one Roat Berry. So we could Roat Berry, actually. A Roat Berry Golisopod would probably solve the problem. Let me double check. Okay, yeah. So a Roat Berry would work. On a Dragon Pulse, pre-damage doesn't even matter. That kind of goes crazy. Yeah, hold on. U-turn to Golisopod, take Dragon Pulse, and that pre-damages us for the next fight. Take Dragon Pulse, Roap activates. So we U-turn to Golisopod, take a Dragon Pulse, Roap activates, and then we exit to Hydreigon. And then the fight, it works exactly the same. And that uses one Roap, which we only have one. Alright, so yeah, let's figure out Glacia single, I think, because I think someone said that it looks like Urshifu kind of fucking crushes it. The opener for, like, the Mamoswine U-turn and Urshifu can take it. Let's just take a look at that. Glacia is still really hard, but Urshifu kind of sweeps, right? We'll figure it out. Let's just check here. Alright, let's take a look at Glacia here. Let's take some inspiration from... Beedrill versus Mamoswine. It just makes sense. Mega U-turn to Urshifu. Urshifu takes a random hit. Urshifu takes close combat. Does that... Okay, that's interesting. Lowers the defense. No! We need that! We could probably just Golisopod eject, though, right? Was your plan to counter Enamorus? I imagine Beedrill probably just kills it in one hit, right? Hard B? Yeah, you could just hard B, right? Beedrill, Mamoswine, U-turn, Urshifu. His probably wasn't adamant. Yeah, so it doesn't one-shot. But we got an adamant B with 29 attack, so it just fucking kills everything. Urshifu takes hit. Urshifu takes... I mean, it's EQ slash Icicle Crash. Icicle Crash slash Stone Edge. It takes a similar amount, probably, right? It takes up to... okay. Icicle Crash can miss, right? If we Citrus or Shifu, that means we do less to Mamoswine, but is that still enough? Because the B will deal 50% with U-turn, and then Urshifu with the Citrus Berry does 50% with Wicked Blow. Yeah, that actually works. Unless we need a choice band to one-hit... Oh, we need a choice band to one-hit KO. Yeah. We do want to kill Calyrex Ice in one hit, and Wicked Blow is necessary there. Okay, so back to Glacia singles. Beedrill versus Mamoswine, Mega U-turn to Urshifu, and then Urshifu takes a hit, and then Urshifu can kill with Wicked Blow. But I think we don't need Citrus. I think we have to use Choice Band to kill Calyrex. I guess it's gonna be Arctovish, Icicle Crash, or Fishious Rend. Icicle Crash. Oh, that's nice. It's guaranteed to Icicle Crash. That's really nice, is it not? Poison Jab kills Arctovish in. U-turn to Golisopod. Take Icicle Crash. Do we just chain kill everything from there? Oh, we just eject a second time on a... Oh, I see. On a focus bird. Ooh. Oh, wait, yeah, we chain kill with close combat, and then eject again. Right. Eject Urshifu. Close combat kills. And then, yeah, this guy comes out. He doesn't have any priority. Yeah, I guess he sees kill, so he can switch in Cloyster. He can't substitute. If we're holding a rock, like a hard stone... If we're holding a hard stone, he sees that we outspeed in 2-shot, which means it can't Swords Dance. Calyrex in. We switch Cloyster. We switch Cloyster. And then we take Glacial Lance slash High Horsepower. Switch Urshifu. Calyrex Swords Dance. And then Wicked Blow kills. We have now killed Glacia, Drake, and Wallace. You can't set up status effects within the Elite Four. So before we start the Elite Four, we will put Cloyster to sleep. We will be Toxicking Sceptile, Toxicking Golisopod, and Toxicking Hydreigon. If we need Cloyster for previous fights, then we'll need to figure out a different line, but honestly, I don't think it matters. All right, let's look at Phoebe. Phoebe, double. Because you have to do 2 double battles, 2 single battles. This is a true double. I'm pretty sure opening up with, like, Beedrill and somebody baits a kill, because regular Beedrill is going to be slower than a lot of these Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, Beedrill can bait, like, a fire move from Chandelure. Yeah, it can Fire Blast or Heat Wave. Beedrill actually Poison Jab kills Decidueye. Do we just outspeed and kill both of these on turn 1? Yeah, okay, well, I don't think Hydreigon actually takes hits, so we don't need Timid. We could instead do something where it's not minus attack. It's level 100, 6 speed. That's actually crazy, because isn't that just barely under speeding? Yeah, if we got a faster Beedrill, this wouldn't have worked. That's fucking crazy. So Urshifu probably just kills Chandelure, yeah. Urshifu, Wicked Blow. Chandelure kills. Beedrill. Oh, we can also just... We don't have to Jaboka, right? We have freaking U-turn. Mega Beedrill. U-turn to someone that can take a knockoff. Yeah, the big thing is, like, we can switch in someone that baits Blastoise. I think we could get a double kill if we bait in Blastoise. Maybe Blastoise baiting Fake Out is nice. Oh, wait. If we're U-turning, we can just go to Golisopod, yeah. Golisopod, and then Golisopod takes knockoff. Exit to... Yeah, I don't know about the whole Meteor Beam business, so let's just guarantee it's fine. Do you die to close combat? No. 312 HP. Golisopod takes a knockoff. No, it takes a close combat. Urshifu Wicked Blow Chandelure kills as Hydreigon. Switch to Golisopod. Golisopod takes a close combat. And then it exits to Beedrill. Does regular Beedrill die to you? No, he dies to you. So We need, yeah, Hydreigon in the right slot. That's good. Anyways, exit to Beedrill. So then Beedrill is going to take a Meteor Beam. Oh my god, we can double kill. Yeah. So that's turn 1. Lunala replaces Chandelure. How are we switching out Hydreigon? Shadow Tag Chandelure. Right. Does that mean we need to scale Endure? That's so funny. We need to fucking scale Endure. I mean, Beedrill does have a flex slot. Beedrill is going to be probably 1 for Endure. Urshifu plus Cloyster now. Versus Decidueye and Chandelure. Urshifu, Wicked Blow, Chandelure kills as Cloyster switch to Beedrill. Beedrill takes close combat. Beedrill takes close combat. Beedrill Endure. Glissabot takes close combat. Exit to Beedrill. And then Lunala replaces Chandelure. Mega Beedrill, I think, endures. Or do we need to Mega Beedrill or just regular Beedrill? And Beedrill needs to be at not 100% HP, right? Because I think we need to bait a Decidueye attack again. Yeah, we need to bait another Decidueye attack and not that. So, do we need to be at 104 HP? So they see Dazzling Gleam Kill on Urshifu. Mega Beedrill uses Endure as Urshifu, Wicked Blow, Lunala. And then who comes in against the Urshifu? Urshifu, Wicked Blow, Lunala kills, Beedrill. Or do we kill Decidueye on this turn? If we kill slot 1, then I see the Pokemon that's looking at Beedrill. Urshifu, Wicked Blow, Lunala kills as you take a knockoff plus Meteor Beam. Lunala is going to be the first Pokemon that outspeeds and kills the Pokemon in the right slot, which is Urshifu. Yeah, Expert Belt works. At 100% Lunala. This is crazy. Regular Gengar does see a kill with Focus Blast, and we can Sucker Punch to kill it first, as you can U-turn, and then it's just Fake Out Shadow Sneak, which we can Endure again, right? Because I think Endure out-prioritizes Fake Out, or it has similar priority. Endure has a higher priority? That is kind of fun. I don't know if it matters, but we'll see. Then we can double kill. Shifu, Sucker Punch, Gengar kills, and just literally anything with Mega Beedrill. We don't Mega Beedrill yet. We still regular Beedrill Endure. And then we want to Mega Evolve. Poison Jab is funnier. Yeah, let's try and Poison Jab. I think it's funnier. So Mega Beedrill, or Shifu, Sucker Punch, Gengar kills, and Beedrill, Poison Jab, Decidueye kills. And then it's just Blastoise plus... it doesn't really matter the slots. Giratina replaces both. They show a fast kill with Shadow Sneak on my Mega Beedrill, and a fast kill with Fake Out onto my Beedrill. So we can use Endure to do something. I will say U-turning is a lot easier. I know. It's just really funny. Yeah, let's not waste too much time here. Okay, yeah, I see. I see what we're supposed to do. U-turn to Sceptile. Urshifu, Sucker Punch, Gengar kills. Blastoise and Giratina comes in. Urshifu will Wicked Blow Giratina. Yeah, we'll need to pre-damage Sceptile, but Sceptile is going to be toxic anyways, so that's easy to pre-damage. If we're toxic, pre-damage is easy. But it's a little scary, because we'll need to be dead to Fake Out after one toxic and then kill the next turn, so it's fine. Blastoise will always Fake Out if you just outspeed and kill with Leaf Storm. Giratina is going to go for the fast kill. I could not be at 100%, no, because then we wouldn't kill with Leaf Storm. We need to be at 33% to kill. 100% Miracle Seed? Okay, but how do we do with Giratina then? Giratina, it doesn't see a kill on... I think Giratina can Shadow Sneak Urshifu, but that's fine. I think Sceptile just detects first turn though, right? Urshifu, Sucker Punch, Giratina. Okay, does this matter? Do we need to do anything here? Like, this guy will see that Sceptile kills him. So Phoebe is done? Yeah, Phoebe's done. We just need to calc Sydney doubles now. It's critically important we do not let any Pokemon reach 1 HP because then Toxic goes away, right? That's something that is an easy error that I could make that we need to be sure of. You still have a Jetpack and Focus Sash for Sydney. Wait, did we never use Focus Sash? Oh yeah, because we used Endure. Holy shit. All right, let's do Sydney doubles. Okay, Sydney doubles. I think everything else is planned. If we can figure out a riskless Sydney double, we just win. We have a fully riskless E4 unique Pokemon. I feel like B and Urshifu is probably pretty good. I would assume a regular B is slower than a Incineroar. Slower. It baits Hurricane, Freezing Glare, Flare Blitz. Urshifu kills the Galar Articuno, so we just need a Pokemon that can take a Flare Blitz. And we can U-turn to break get rid of Ayapapa. We can do U-turn to deal some chip. Doesn't Urshifu fast kill Incin? No, it doesn't, because we're at -1 because of Intimidate. Ooh, without an expert belt. No expert belt, we do not show fast kill. We do need a Hydreigon, Golisopod, and Sceptile Toxic. I think a Sceptile with Iron Ball. We do need to bait a kill from Fell Stinger, I think. Which is a little dangerous because we're Toxic. Could Beedrill bait Fell Stinger and leech life out of it? Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely could, I think. I mean, we do have Endure. So we could, like, Endure first turn to survive any one hit. I don't like that, though, because we are taking a Flare Blitz. And if we get burned, that sucks. So, maybe not the best. Articuno status. Well, we're killing Articuno turn 1. Like, turn 1 is Urshifu plus Beedrill, probably. I'm not sure if that's order. Versus Incineroar plus Articuno. If you lead with an Eject Pack Mon, can you just swap into Scarf Shifu to KO Incineroar? I would fast kill Incineroar, but would it fake me out? Does it prioritize fast kill fake out? I mean, yeah, I think that would work, Josh. But I'm trying to think. So if they see a kill, they'll use fake out. And if I see a kill on them, yeah, it's plus 21 or plus 20. Let's just try this. So Beedrill, do we need to Mega Evolve? No, probably not. Beedrill, switch. Hydreigon takes fake out, and then do we need to pre-damage Hydreigon to bait Overquill here? Or do we have Urshifu in to bait him? I can't freaking remember, dude. Do these Pokemon both outspeed everything? Is that the idea? Because no, that baits Urshifu next. I guess we switch in Cloyster on a fake out, and if we're pre-damaged taking a fake out, we then bait in Overquill. Okay, let's. I'm starting to run out of steam, but we're like right at the end here. Who comes in to kill Hydreigon? It's gonna be the first Pokemon that comes in and outspeeds. Hydreigon ideally should be slower than Overquill, I think, in this, right? Because it would be Urshifu comes in, and we want to bait in Overquill to eject pack us out. Why couldn't we use Cloyster on a fake out? I can't remember. I think we could. Then we just need to be pre-damaged for Overquill. Yeah, Cloyster is at some amount of HP. Let's just say it works and figure it out later. Beedrill switch to Cloyster. Cloyster takes fake out. Okay, Cloyster takes a fake out. Then Overquill replaces Articuno. And Cloyster ejects to... Is it back to Beedrills? No, wait. We need a Pokemon that can bait attacks. And then we kill Incineroar, maybe. Cloyster's just a Sceptile. Obviously, Urshifu switch to somebody. Beedrill. As Sceptile detects, because it baits... I don't think they show a kill on either Urshifu, so they'll just go for slow kills. Yeah, then it baits fast kill onto Beedrill, Flare Blitz or whatever, it doesn't matter. And as long as we're above 19%, does Beedrill kill Incineroar here? Sceptile takes a Flare Blitz and a Fell Stinger. Mega Beedrill U-turn on Overquill. We need to have a Pokemon that can take a Flare Blitz or a knockoff. Anyways, Golisopod, I think just exit on Flare Blitz or knockoff, right? 73, so 23, yeah. Yeah, we do get exited out from Golisopod here. So just Sceptile, switch to Hydreigon. Hydreigon takes Fell Stinger. Golisopod takes Flare Blitz slash... I don't even know if it takes knockoff. I'm just gonna check. And then exit to Urshifu. That's a crazy eventful turn. Okay, wait, question. We have Incineroar, which dies to close combat. Alright, Urshifu close combat. Incineroar kills. As we U-turned with Beedrill. Beedrill did not get intimidated. So it can kill with... so Hydreigon, it does what? This means Hydreigon will need to use Draco Meteor. Yeah, wait, you need to be level 99, don't you? To be slower, to bait a fast kill from you. Yeah, and then it's guaranteed close combat. That's nice. Flare Blitz or Fell Stinger? Because we're switching in Sceptile to take a to bait a Fell Stinger kill. And we're Toxic. We take 2 turns of Toxic, and on the second turn of Toxic, we do die to Fell Stinger, guaranteed. So we're at 112 HP. With no item, it means Incineroar can use Knockoff. Unless I missed something. Oh shit, yeah, we're not Mega Evolved yet. It sees a fast kill. I guess if Beedrill's at like 100%, Flare Blitz is safe. Evil Urshifu plus Darkrai in. So their Urshifu will see a kill on my Hydreigon. And their Darkrai just dies. Urshifu, CC, Darkrai kills. And I need to switch Hydreigon. Hydreigon needs to switch into something that can take a close combat. And Hydreigon switches to something that it's probably Beedrill. Is Beedrill pre-damaged in this fight? Beedrill switches to Cloyster, and Cloyster takes a Fake Out. Isn't Beedrill at like 1 HP? If Beedrill's taking a Fake Out? Or did I miss something? Yeah, Beedrill to take a Fake Out, it's at 64 HP. 66 HP. Can it switch in on a fucking close combat? No, it can't. I guess we bait Flare Blitz. So we're at 100% HP, I think. And Cloyster needs to take a Flare Blitz, and that's a little scary, but I think we're fine, right? Sceptile needs to bait Fell Stinger. After 2 turns of Toxic. This is definitely the most complicated fight. Beedrill takes a close combat, and then Gyarados replaces Darkrai. Tox 1 Beedrill. Yeah. We just fucking kill it. I guess we kill it with Leech Life. We kill it with a lot. Hold on. Because of the base Gyarados, we'll be at -1 attack. So yeah, it'll see a slow kill on Beedrill. Urshifu has not gotten hit yet, so it won't see a kill on me. Yeah, it definitely sees a kill with... yeah, it'll definitely see a kill on me with Lash Out or Waterfall. So we have to get out of there before it hits me, so we will... And it doesn't see... Yes, okay. So Gyarados replaces Darkrai, so then we... Urshifu, close combat, Evil Urshifu, and Beedrill, U-turn, Evil Urshifu. That kills. U-turn to... I think, let me just double check. -1, deals 63. And U-turn at -1, deals 30. Did I miss something? And then... Oh, he used close combat. True. Yep, that makes sense. So we deal 46, and then we deal 95. Alright, yeah. Regular Gyarados does not see a kill in Urshifu. This is good, even at -1. U-turn to Hydreigon, who has taken 1 critical hit Fell Stinger. But U-turn to Hydreigon. Gyarados uses Waterfall slash out. Hydreigon takes Waterfall, Lash Out, and Toxic 1 again. And then Urshifu at -1 deals 20%. Why does it do no damage to Gyarados? Oh, there we go. Urshifu freaking kills it. Alright. Urshifu deals 60%. CC Gyarados. And Hydreigon. Draco kills. Alright, let's just triple check this. And that's all of the Elite Four riskless. Using... with 2 hard scales left over. So now, chat. How do we get the Rocky Helmet and the Eject button? It's just optionals on 123. And Eject Pack, yeah. I think Eject button and Eject Pack are the same area. No Focus Sash. No. Well, okay, so we don't have a Focus Sash line. But... we have a Beedrill Endure line. Okay, so... let's take a look at this. We've planned out the Elite Four. What do we need? We need the Eject button and the Eject Pack. Eject Pack is right here. So here's the plan, chat. We need to get the Eject Pack. And we need to get the Eject button. So we're going to go up from the Eject Pack. Poof, 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 poof. Get the Eject button. But we have to fight... Oh no, we gotta fight Fernando and Jasmine. Okay. So there is 1. Oh my god, dude. we have to come down through here. Go up. I assume we have to fight Hambino. What is this? What are these? What kind of berries, though? They're not fucking labeled. What's the point of making a map if you're not gonna label it? I think those are the damage-reducing berries. So we fight Hambino. Then we fight Wendy and Braxton. And then we fight Jonas and Frederick. And then we fight Gongus. And then we fight Miyu and Yuki. And then we fight Jackie and Alberto. And then we fight Hawk. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 fights. And that's just for the ejects. We also need the Rocky helmet. And then we get our items. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trainers here. It seems like the interior of Meteor Falls we might have to do as well. Okay. Well, that is 2 more fights. Which means we have to fight Vito. And then once we're done fighting Vito, we fight 16 more fights. So we're fighting 1 in Vito. We're fighting 8 in 123. We're fighting 2 in Meteor Falls. We're fighting 8, or then we're fighting 6 in 115. And then the 4 Elite 4 members. And then the champion. 22 fights left in the whole game. Yeah, E4 is all planned.